girl, how many times are you going to keep going through the same thing? How many times are you going to keep praying to live a purposeful life? How many times are you going to keep asking for clarity on your vision, and then you run off and you do something else every time it's brought to you? How many times? How many times? Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel, Always Lit with Shay Moore. For those of you who don't know, my name is Shay Moore and I'm the CEO of Love Inspired Thrive. So Love Inspired Thrive, we offer t-shirts, inspirational t-shirts such as the one I have on now that says just be you. T-shirts, cups, notebooks, and we will be offering much more soon. But yeah, so Love Inspired Thrive was created by yours truly, and I just wanted to literally do exactly what it says: spread love, inspire others, and thrive. We also do have a Facebook group, which I will link in the description box. I will have our website in the description box, and yeah, so we have the YouTube going on. You can find our YouTube videos, Always Lit with Shay Moore. If you like to purchase any of our products, you can do that at loveinspiredthrive.com, and you can also join our Love Inspired Thrive Facebook group. Okay, so on today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of my personal experiences with you all. I feel like I had some time to sit back and reflect, and I realized that everything is really coming full circle for me. There was times I did not even realize I was sowing seeds, and now I'm just sitting back amazed, like, wow. It's crazy how you can be in the midst of something and you don't understand why it's going that way, or you don't understand why you're doing this thing, and then in the end everything just starts falling into place and coming together beautifully. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing my story with you all today, and if you think that you're into that, or you think that you would like to hear that, if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay y'all, so this is kind of going to be like a story time, so make sure you stay with me, okay? I'm going to try to give you our dates and stuff to make everything as clear and easy to understand as possible. So first, I have to introduce to y'all my prayer box. Okay y'all, so this is my prayer box, and I have had her for a very long time now. Like, you can see that the top is completely off, so I just have to sit the top up here like so. But yeah, this is my prayer box. I can't remember where I got this box from. Maybe it was like Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, or something like that. I'm honestly not sure, but I do know that they sell boxes like that, and I'm always in those two stores, so I could have gotten it from there. Who knows? But this my girl, she been rocking with me since 2015 or 2016. So okay, prayer box. So 2016 is where I'm gonna start this at. So what I do with my prayer box is all of my so yeah, that's my prayer box. All of my handwritten prayers go in there. Now, I still, you know, pray on my knees. I still, I have a prayer box on my phone that I keep in my notes app. And if I'm on the go and I want to do a prayer, I type it up in there and save it there. So I have a physical prayer box and an electronic prayer box. Okay, so we're going to start 2016. So 2016, I did a couple of prayers. I did a prayer and I labeled it vision. I did a prayer and I labeled it family. And I did a prayer and I labeled it husband. That's a whole nother story. No, I did not know who my husband was at the time, but yeah. So as you can see, I did not know. Well, if you don't know, I was praying for these things. One, because I just wanted, you know, God to place his hand on my family. Two, I was praying for my husband, whoever he was going to be. And 3, I wanted to pray for my vision. I wanted to know my purpose in life. I wanted to be able to see things clearly. So, yeah, I prayed for that. And during that time, I'm just asking for clarity, asking for vision, asking for guidance as I go on my purpose. So during this time, I'm actually in school. I went to school to be an educator, elementary education. And this is like around, I'm about to get started with my senior year, so I'm about to be a student teacher. Okay, so during that time, that's when the first YouTube idea came to mind. And I know this, y'all, I'm so glad that I have my prayer box to because sometimes I do pull stuff out. I do go back and I read, which is how I realized that everything had came full circle. So, and I date everything. Okay, so I'm trying to get off track. So I'm reading these prayers, whatever. So after I did the one for, inspiration, family, husband, then that's when I had the YouTube idea to come to mind, and I had Love, Inspire, Thrive. Y'all, when I say every prayer that I have found in this box for Love, Inspire, Thrive says the same thing. I want to be able to give back to my community. I want to be able to give out scholarships. I want to be able to sell t-shirts, notebooks, it lists everything. I want to impact women all up, everything is in there. Okay, so when I started YouTube back in 2016 or the beginning of 2017, I have a whole bunch of prayers in here. And then also, I'm a fan of notebooks, and I keep all my notebooks. So as I'm I hope y'all can keep up, because I'm trying to tell it in order, but I'm also trying to give you notes on the side. So, okay, I'm just gonna stick to the prayers right now. So, the prayers are in there, and I see everything for Love, Inspire, Thrive is just written out, blah blah blah. So I started YouTube. Around the same time I started student teaching. Okay, so if any of y'all ever student taught before, you know how stressful that can be. It's fun, but it's also stressful. It's your you getting ready to graduate soon. You just out here really. And with my student teaching, I didn't student teach in the same city where my college was. I was able to do my student teaching back at home because I commuted to school. I didn't live on campus. I commuted, so I had to do some extra steps, but they was able to grant me permission so that I could do student teaching in a town back in my hometown. So I'm literally out there teaching every day. The place where I did my student teaching at, the staff was wonderful. I had so much support, but it was really a small school. And I'm so glad that I was able to do my student teaching there, because when I say they let me go, the support was there, but it was do your thing. The principal was coming in to observe me as if I was already her teacher. I literally, y'all, I would have toot my own horn, but I was in there too. Okay, but anyway, so it was a lot of work. I really put my all into it, because education, I really do love education. I really do love working with children. I put my all into it, and I really enjoy student teaching. However, I was student teaching, I was a mom, and I was working. So y'all think I had time for YouTube? No, I did not. As much as I had loved doing YouTube at that time, it did go on the back burner because I had other things to focus on. Okay, so I started YouTube 16, 17, and I started off doing videos catering to the Love, Inspire, Thrive, and I was gonna call them lit talks. Okay, so I was doing videos about vision boards. I did videos about just giving inspirational tips, how to remain positive. I just did videos along those lines, and I did a couple of videos where I did wig hauls and whatever. So did those videos for a while. Then I stopped when student teaching got really it was just a lot to juggle. So I stopped. I completed school, I graduated, I got married, I moved away from home, I moved a couple of times and then I started teaching. Okay, so I started teaching. I'm teaching, and I like it. I love it, but it's like, this is not it. Like, I just was feeling like this wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. This, like, because I'm still, even though I'm here and I'm loving it, I'm still praying for guidance. I'm still saying, like, if this is not what I did, if this is not what you have intended for me to be doing, please remove it, because I want to live in my purpose. So it's like I'm still loving it, I still enjoy it, but I can feel that this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. So every time I'm praying for this, I'm directed back to YouTube, I'm directed back to Love, Inspire, Thrive, I'm directed to this, I'm directed to that. And I keep going through the cycle over and over and over again. So fast forward a couple of years, I stopped teaching. Whenever I was pregnant with my second child, that's when the pandemic, you know, started. We went to teaching from home. I went on maternity leave and I never returned. I decided to stay home. I didn't feel comfortable. You know, I just decided to stay home. So when I took this time home, when I decided to stay home, then, you know, my husband and I was like, because when I decided to stay home during the pandemic, everything shut down. For one, when I was pregnant, I wasn't even going like that because COVID hadn't started or whatever. So I just was like in the house. And after I had my son, I'm still in the house. So I was like, I really got to find something to do with my time. And my husband got me a Cricut. So, I mean, he didn't just and get me a Cricut. I asked for the Cricut. This was something I just decided I wanted to do. So I got the Cricut. And y'all, I enjoyed making the shirts and stuff like that. But when I got the Cricut, y'all, the plan was the same thing. Love, Inspire, Thrive. And when I got the Cricut, I started making all this other stuff. I was customizing shirts for people. I was just doing like random graphics on shirts. And I know that's not a bad thing, because it did allow me to like figure things out, kind of like perfect my craft or whatever. It allowed me to do that. It allowed me to get familiar with the system and things like that. But it wasn't what I intended to do at all. It wasn't what I intended to do. So I did that for a while, and I just was like, it's like I just kept resetting myself over and over. Every time I started something, I was like, I would do it enough to get familiar with it, and then I stopped because this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not what I said I was going to do with this. So like reset. So yeah, I did that for a while, and then I stopped. And then I kept trying to jump back into it. I had made shirts. I made cell phone cases, cups, purses. And I mean, the stuff was nice. But I just was like, and then the crazy thing is, I would get so deep into this stuff that after a while, I'd be like, why am I feeling like I shouldn't be doing this? Why am I feeling like this is not what I'm supposed to be doing? As if I don't remember the original plan, you know? So then I would stop and start all over again. So this time when I stopped, I took a break. And when the new year started, I said I was going to take a break from everything. I'm going to take a break from social media. I'm going to take a break from everything. Because, I mean, I would see something on TikTok or on these Facebook groups, and I'd be like, oh, that's so cool. I can make that. And then I'm just like learning the craft. So I said I'm going to stop. I said I was going to take a break from everything and really take some time to do some self-work. So I decided to get off social media. I wasn't watching like no YouTube videos unless it was like a sermon. And yeah, I just took a break from everything. So during this time I took a break from everything, I was into my Bible, praying, meditating, like just was working on myself. And y'all, where do y'all think I went back to? Love, Inspire, Thrive. Love, Inspire, Thrive all over again. But it's like, this time I was asking for confirmation. Like, okay, I'm back here at Love, Inspire, Thrive again. Please give me confirmation, y'all. And like every time I would be looking for something, I have so many notebooks. I keep my notebooks. I'm addicted to notebooks. So if I be looking for like, oh, I know I took notes on this, or I know I did this, looking through the notebooks, for some reason, almost every time I pick, I can guarantee you every notebook I got in this house got some pages in it about Love, Inspire, Thrive. Dating back to 2016, 2017, 2018, 2020. Like, Love, Inspire, Thrive. Like, full plans. Ideas. Content. Shirt designs. Like, everything is just Love, Inspire, Thrive. And I'm just like... And so then... during that time where I was taking a break from everything and I kept coming to these notebooks and everything's just Love, Inspire, Thrive, Love, Inspire, Thrive, Love, Inspire, Thrive, all on my iPad, Love, Inspire, Thrive. Go back through my notes on my phone, Love, Inspire, Thrive, Love, Inspire, Thrive. My Facebook cover, Love, Inspire, Thrive. And then I really was just like, that's when it really dawned on me, like, girl, how many times are you going to keep going through the same thing? How many times are you going to keep praying to live a purposeful life? How many times are you going to keep asking for clarity on your vision and then you run off and you do something else every time it's brought to you? How many times? How many times? And I just was mind blown, because then I just sat and I'm like, yo, so you mean to tell me 2016, I'm here, I'm writing, like, I pray for my vision, everything that come to mind, I write it down. And it's Love, Inspire, Thrive, t-shirts, notebooks, cups, planners, like everything. And you mean to tell me, ever since then, I have been learning stuff to apply to my vision. And I've been thinking that I'm just getting off track. I've been thinking that I'm just like giving up on stuff. I've been thinking that like I'm just out here trying stuff, when really all of it was giving me the experience I needed for Love, Inspire, Thrive. Y'all. Like, that is crazy. Like, it's not crazy, but it's like, girl. And it makes me so happy. It makes me feel so good. But it's like, from learning how to do t-shirts to learning how to make notebooks to getting my education degree, all of this is to do the mission that I wrote in 2016. I don't know about you, but that makes me feel really, really good. That makes me feel really, really good. So I hope that you was able to keep up. I hope that you was able to keep up with my thinking. I was trying to tell you everything and how I felt like you needed to know it to keep up with the video and to keep up with the story. But I hope that you were actually able to keep up with it. I hope you was actually able to take something away. So please, when I say just be you, understand the value behind just being you. Had I been afraid to pick up a new hobby, do you know how many people around me got crickets? Do you know how many people around me selling t-shirts? Had I let that stop me from doing something that I wanted to do, had I let that stop me from, sorry, yeah, this is my baby. Had I let that stop me from picking up that new hobby, or just being me, Shay just wanting to try stuff, I would have never gained the experiences. I would have never gained the resources and the equipment that I needed to fulfill what I had been praying for all this time. So when I say just be you, just be you. If it's brought to you, it's brought to you for a reason. If the vision came to you, it came to you for a reason. Don't worry about how things gonna happen. Don't worry about how you gonna get the resources. Don't worry about the supporters. Just do it, girl. Just do it. Okay? So as you can see, my child is ready to play. He's over the video at this point. Okay, y'all, so I really hope that you was able to gain something from this video today. If you did, or if you feel like someone else would gain something from this video, please go ahead and share this video. Tag a friend. Girl, do whatever you need to do, honey. Just be you, honey. No, seriously though, I really appreciate you all if you took the time to watch this video, especially if you made it to the end, especially if you was able to keep up with the way that I told that story. I appreciate you all for even taking the time to click on the video, and I hope to see you back for my next one. And don't forget that our website will be linked in the description box, as well as the Facebook group if you would like to connect with me there. I will also include all of my social media handles in the description box. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope you got something that you can take away, and just be you.